Tour. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I hope that you're enjoying your night so far. Let's give it up for the band who played before us. How about colors? Give it up for colors. I'm happy to be here with you tonight, or today. It's still light outside, which is weird as hell. Is this a normal occurrence here that it's still light outside? I mean, it's not too bad. It's kind of nice. I kind of like the ambient light coming in. I like that I can see your guys' faces. That's cool. We have a lot of beautiful people in here tonight. We have one beautiful person on the drums that I don't like to talk about very much. You guys have seen me in Black Club Rides before, right? I want to introduce you to the people who are not in Black Club Rides. People on stage right now. The man who I put on the drums, who now has just become a distraction for people that watch the show on stage left because of his cute little cherub face. His name is Bo Evans. Give it up for Bo. Bo's got the tiniest hands in North America. They're like little mushrooms with fingers sticking out. Look at his little face. Look at him. The interesting thing is that Bo is actually 68 years old. Bo stands for Botox. His full name is Botox Evans. Is that your last name? Evans? His real name is Beaudry, which is not a name, it's just a sound. But that's okay. I can't fault him for his name. He didn't choose it. Let's give it up for Bo for having a weird name and being an okay guy. You can't get mad at him. Look at his little head. It's too small is the thing. It's too small for your body. Your head is too small. That's what makes you so likable. People can't get mad at you with your tiny little head. It's a lot easier to get mad at someone with a giant parade float head. I have a giant parade float head. I do. It's okay. I know this. I've known this from the time I was young and was going to get like baseball hats with my dad, and I had to get a 7.5 when I was 4 years old. It was with a giant. I sort of looked like, little version of me looked like a bobblehead, like a tiny bobblehead. I had neck muscles though, so that was better. I haven't forgotten the gentleman to my stage right on guitar. His name is Josh. Please give it up for Josh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd be lying to you if I said I know Josh's last name. Because I do not know his last name. It's awkward because we've been on tour together for nearly 2 months, and I have not learned it, so at this point I cannot ask him because I've passed the point of no return. So, instead what I do is I make up a last name for him every night, and I invite the audience to help me with that. I'll give you some examples, something that you may be interested in, some other names that we've had. We've had Goatface, Mr. Peanut Butter. Last night, with no hesitation, I handed the microphone to a young lady in the front, and she said, donkey ass. I gave her a high five immediately. So if you're feeling adventurous and would like to name my friend Josh back here, something along the lines, something that is befitting to a man of his stature.
Be nice, please.
Don't be that nice though, because we still want jokes in here. Come on. What do you got? What do you got? No? That's way too nice. I've never said no before, but that's way too nice.
Thank
you. You can't call him a hero. What, would you lip read, you fucking crazy person back there? You're trying so hard to get a cool last name. I asked him one night, I was like, what last name would you choose? And he said Dunlop. What an adventurous motherfucker back there. Oh, Josh Dunlop.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I get that. Giant hands. He has giant hands. I only pay attention to their hands, ladies and gentlemen. Let's come up with a last name. Let's do this.
Petunia Butt.
Motherfucker, that's way too... No, too aggressive. How old are you? Way too aggressive. What do you got over here?
Petunia Butt.
What is it?
Petunia Butt.
That's way too many syllables. What do you got?
Devil's ass.
Just, was it giant asshole? That's not, you're not thinking enough.
Devil's ass.
Old man's asshole? Fuck it, we'll go with that. This bit is going on way too long and I have to wrap it up because eventually we need to play more songs. So welcome, Josh, old man's asshole! It does. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am a terrible friend. And And the other thing is that you've paid your hard-earned money to come see a rock show, or at least a show, and I didn't tell you that there's no more songs. That was it. We do 2 songs and then I just filibuster the rest of the shit until you leave. The doors were locked. You've got to listen to whatever shit comes into my head. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize to the people up there. We'll play more songs. So I mentioned earlier that, I don't know if I mentioned that I put out a solo record. I'm here on a solo tour. How many people have heard my solo record, The Shadows? For anyone who didn't raise their hand or woo, tonight will be very confusing for you. I don't know why you're here. Perhaps it's for fucking Bo or something. Not for fucking Bo, just for seeing. That I have to specify. Perhaps it's for a different reason, but I never want to be so presumptuous as to assume that you've heard all of my music. So I'm gonna play a song that you've probably heard before in your life. It's not by me. It's by a guy named Billy Idol. It's called Dancing With Myself.